Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm Monk and today we are back in Empire of Sin. We are in episode 2 now of our Lone Wolf playthrough. We are playing as Maxim Zelnick and of course we are on boss difficulty. If you are looking for Empire of Sin content, look no further. This channel has you covered, and if you cannot find the answer to your question here, let me know down in the comments, guys, and I will make sure that I either remedy that, help you out, or give you a link to the Discord, because we've got a ton of Empire of Sin players in now. I know that Empire of Sin recently popped on to, I believe it's PlayStation Plus. I know there's a few new players out there. But yeah, like I said, any questions, pop it in the comments. I'll do my very best to answer you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, that way you don't miss out on the rest of this series. And let's get stuck into it. Now, as I said in the last episode, what I'm going to be doing in this is possibly doing a few time jumps. If you notice the date right now, that's exactly what I've done. I've just kind of like fast forwarded through a little bit of just boringness. All I've done is I went ahead in my own precinct, took out whatever thugs were around. I've killed a few cops as well. And I've let some time tick on by. Now, a couple of people have offered me business arrangements, and a few of our little deals that we kind of done in the first episode are now running out as well. So we're going to be looking to either renew those protection treaties. We're going to be trying to clean up our own precinct, possibly look at extending into another precinct, and just seeing what's what. I believe I'm like 12 kills away from the next perk when it comes to melee, which is a strong thing that we're going to be using in this playthrough. We're going to be exploring melee and how that kind of works. So yeah, I guess let's get stuck into it. As we can see, Maggie wants a business arrangement. Now, I do want to be friendly with quite a few people. There are reasons for that. Also, as I am on Lone Wolf difficulty, there are a few, or Lone Wolf difficulty, as I'm trying to achieve the Lone Wolf thing, there's a few different things you can do to actually help you, you know, kind of do that. Oh, hello. Got a protection treaty. Let's go and snag that up real quick. Anything else? Anything else? No, no, no. Okay. So, if we manage to get extra friendly with somebody, like for instance Maggie, we just got a business arrangement with her. Now, where are we with Maggie? She likes us. It's not like in the green, but she does like us. Because she likes us, because we have a business arrangement with her, we have favors opened up, which is brilliant. So what we can do is we can actually ask Maggie to go around bumping people off. Kill somebody. We can basically hire to kill every single boss in the game, and everyone that we're actually friends with, we can ask them to do the same thing, guys. So it's pretty useful. It's something to kind of quicken your Lone Wolf playthrough as well. Now, it's very rare that it actually happens. On the extreme odd occasion, you can actually get very lucky with it. But it's an option anyway. It's an option that we've got, and it's something that we're going to be trying to use eventually. However, right now, where we are in the game, I don't necessarily want to be killing any bosses off. I want them ticking over because I want what they got. If you look at trades, some of these guys have got some really good gear. Let's see what Maggie's got really quickly. Shooting over. Well, she has Swill. Swill's always useful. She has a couple of rifles. She doesn't actually have that much, to be fair. Maggie's probably a poor choice, but she did have Swill. And if we had her kill off, then we would no longer have that Swill. And we definitely do want it. So gotcha. A little bit later, maybe even in this playthrough, we're going to be looking to trade with everybody and getting what we can actually get from them before we actually open up and start our wars. As you saw, because we have business arrangements, because other bosses are not going to like the people that we're kind of, you know, being friendly with, they've offered us a sit down to kind of stop those things from actually happening. So we only have a 35% chance to win this. It is 1v4. We do not have full health. We do have very good body armor, however. And I'm pretty sure I've got meds loaded up as well. The other thing about going into something like this is we don't have access to ambush. Ambush is really powerful, and that's why I use it so often. But obviously doing it this way, we don't have access to that, which is slightly problematic. Who are we going to attack first? There are 4 of them. I really don't want all 4 going at us straight away. I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch weapon real quick. We're going to go to our pistol. We're going to shoot this guy. There we go. Now he's actually wounded a little bit. Now we can use our melee and finish him off. So that way now it's a 1v3. That's it. We can handle 1v3 pretty easily. May not even need to use any meds. That's my hope. Meds in this game are going to be very, very useful to me. And any meds that I can kind of save myself is a good idea. Okay, so we've still got 66 health, which is pretty good. Armor's holding up again pretty well. We're going to go for another pistol attack, and then we're going to go for the melee as well. Bear in mind that if I was to use the execution, I believe you actually get health from executing as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Oosh. Okay, our health's way too low. Let's tiddle around. They're going to be able to, yeah, probably. I think I'm going to go over here, offer us some protection, and we're going to use a doctor's bag. See if we can get one of them actually to come to us. Oh, probably not. They can still hit us. That's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I should have made it around the corner. There we go. Let's have a look. Again, we're going to go all the way down here. I just want to make sure that, you know, these guys actually come to us. And then what we can do is we will hunker down. Hunker down. Now, we do have 74 health, which is very good. And we can definitely take one of these people out straight away. But I kind of just want them to come to me a little bit. There we go. And now they're split up a bit as well, which is quite handy. Take a nice little pot shot at one, and then go over and melee him. Now this will be the kill. And hopefully this next guy either has to waste his turn or just can't hit us this turn. He did hit us, but only for a tid. We're going to do the same. And then we're going to go for the melee. Should finish him off. I think we've got a decent trench knife. We actually upgraded our trench knife from the from the first episode, which is pretty cool. We actually got a grand from that as well. Again, that's pretty good. Ransacking isn't bad. We're going to look at a takeover though. What are we at? We could do a brewery. Only costs a grand to do a brewery, so I think we'll do that. What I quite like to do is have my first precinct brewery only. I've done that a few times. Normally when you just upgrade, you know, the one precinct that way, it normally does very, very well. It's done. Let's pop out real quick. A little bit of a load time, even on the Xbox Series S, unfortunately. Having a little autosave, and now we should be able to load up and have a look. So as you can see, we are now running a shotgun, which is our primary. It's not the best primary, but it's what we got. We have got our pistol. It's not great at all. We do need and want a better pistol, but I'm actually going to change over to these. I picked these up by killing a cop, which was quite easy. We upgraded our trench knife as well, but not by a lot. And we also picked up a golden pocket watch from the black market. This increases our movement and our initiative. Initiative is so important in combat, and movement speed really helps us be able to do what we did basically in the last one with the, you know, running up to people and making sure that we could melee them even though they were a fairly long way away. So we definitely need a little bit of health because we took a lot of damage in that last one. Not as, you know, it was a lot more than I wanted to. However, we should only be like a couple, I think. I think we're like possibly 9 kills now away from our next melee perk. There's 8 kills. There we go. We're 8 kills away from that, which is going to be very, very useful for us. So we're going to want that as soon as possible.
It's a pleasure.
And Maggie's demanding 2 grand. We're going to say no. I'm sorry, Maggie, but you know, bite me. Not happening. And I don't really want to take on a large area right now. But we could take on another small. I think that would work. We do have our bolster the ranks, so maybe we could do that. Maybe we could see how that goes. We haven't used bolster the ranks just yet. We made it through the entire first episode without using it. I haven't actually used it so far in the game at all, which is interesting. Now, before we actually do go in here, though, we are most definitely going to equip those meds back again because you never know what's going to happen. You could make a mistake. You could get a crit or get cricked, which is definitely not fun.
It's done. Yep.
There we go. This is just a small racket. What, there'd be 3, 4 people in here max. There's 4. We've got a 43% chance of winning. So, you know, it's kind of favouring us in this one. A little bit more than the last one. I'm not sure what the, you know, the difference actually is. Let's try and get a kill. Try and get a kill straight away. Let's switch to swap weapons. He's 75% chance. We managed to hit him quite easily, actually. And now let's finish him off. Now ransacking, I noticed in the last battle, I actually took it over. Ransacking is really useful early game. You've got a good opportunity to kind of get yourself weapons and junk that you can then sell, and a little bit of cash too. So it really is useful to do that. Sometimes you can also get alcohol. I've noticed it's rare, but it can happen. Who do we want to have a go at? Yeah, I think him, just because he's like right next to us. Plus he's got a shotgun. I don't really want to leave a shotgun in my face. That's just not cool.
Underway.
There we go. The weapon that we got seems to be doing 40 damage. I think 39. I think the most I've ever had it do is like 44 damage. So I have to keep that in mind when picking our targets. Oosh, we got a knockback. Are we actually going to make that? No, we missed. That was quite low, 44% chance there. But we can do the melee still. Might get a chance of bleed too. There we go. So we got 43 damage on that, which was a crit. And we also got the bleed. So he's dead next turn no matter what, which is good for us.
Oh, damn it. I'm fucked.
And now we should be able to finish this off as well. We're not going to finish it off actually. We just don't have the capability this round. So we're going to go for melee, hope for the bleed. If we get the bleed, we're good. We didn't get the bleed, so he's going to get attack on us. Another thing that I haven't actually mentioned either, a good thing to have equipped when you don't need the meds, would be explosives. I find explosives on a lone wolf playthrough very, very useful. Of course, you are choosing between having that extra med, which can be an absolute lifesaver, honestly. Or having that, you know, high damage, high crit explosive. It slows them down. It deals, you know, a ton of damage. So it's something to think about.
Oh, shit. I'm done for.
Oh, we got a baseball bat. Okay, so we got 2 new weapons. We got the baseball bat this round, and we got a cutthroat razor in the last one. I didn't bother looking to see what the damage is, but I think I am going to now. What do I want? We have 8 grand, so we can definitely make this a brewery as well. So let's do that. Let's make this a brewery.
Engine of my empire.
Now there is a large racket in this area. We can either try to make this a brewery, or we could make that a loan sharks, which would be really interesting. However, I've just realized doing lone wolves, we're not going to be able to do a loan sharks, because I'm pretty sure the only way to get loan sharks is if you currently hired a fixer. So no loan sharks for us. That is a mistake and a complete oversight. I completely forgot about that.
All right.
Interesting. I think the only way we might be able to get a loan shark, the only way we're going to be able to get a loan shark is if we take over a boss's territory by attacking their depot. If they've already got one built, then we get a loan shark that way. I wonder what the game would do then, because if we don't have a fixer, technically we shouldn't have it. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. We're going to find that out in this playthrough, but I think we should get to keep it, which is very interesting.
Let's move.
Let's go to our melees and see what we got. So we're currently got, what are we on? We're on 28 to 32. Now I like it because it inflicts bleed, and bleed's very, very powerful. That's not too much more better. And okay, so the trench knife that we've actually got is probably the best one we've actually got anyway, but at least we can sell these or have them for trade. You know, either way kind of works. We're going to need plenty of items to trade soon enough anyway, so let's just pop on some health real quick. Now these give you 30 health a pop, so that's going to put us up to, yeah, there we go. We'll do one more. Perfect. I mean, I say perfect, we're not full health, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close on our health. I'm happy with that. Let's go for the med kit, and let's go for the doctor's bag. We'll pop them back on. And I think we're going to try, if we zoom out, I think we only have one more place to take over. Yeah. So we can buy this territory here, which will cost us $1 grand or so. And then we've also got this spot right here too. This is a large, there could be a lot of people in here. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to see how that actually pays out for us. Let's go to diplomacy real quick, mind. And go and find the minor factions just to see if we can set up. There we go, there's another one. We get ourselves an extra 60 quid a week with that, which I quite like, and I guess we're done and dusted now. Jackson wants to be friends, that's cool for us too. Now let's see how this goes. This is going to be the first real test. Because if we can't even take out this right now, then we're going to have to do a lot more grinding. And it's going to be a very early playthrough. Now, we are up against 8 defenders. That's not going to be very easy. We've only got a 29% chance of winning this. So let's see exactly what happens. If we get cornered, we are going to be screwed. You know, that's kind of it. I'm going to take up this little corner here. Pop my character down. A lot of people are going to have to run to kind of get to us, and we're also going to call in bolster the ranks.
Go get 'em, gang.
Now something to remember is that if we actually get 3 kills, we do get to call them in again. And considering there's so many people here, that's a good possibility. Now what I probably should have done is got the perk that I've been looking for before even entering this. That would have, once I get that melee perk, you know, it's going to be a lot easier for us, because we're going to be passively getting out that health as we're going through the game, or going through each battle. Ooh, wasn't expecting a 50 crit off the back like that. That actually sucks a little bit. We did get 1 down there, which means there's 7 left. So that's actually kind of cool. Now these guys right now, the bodyguards that we've kind of like got in, they're very, very weak, guys. So I guess keep that in mind. They do get better. There we go. Now we're going to take the cheeky, very quick kill. Can't really... Oh no! 83% chance to make that shot. And we... That sucks. I was hoping to get the easy kill and then go off and melee somebody. So that absolutely sucked. That could have dire effect. We're going to see how this battle turns out now, because we could lose that, you know. 1 or 2 mistakes and that's kind of it sometimes, especially on Lone Wolf. We are on boss difficulty. So yeah, issues.
That's it, you fucker.
Now there's quite a few people kind of like in view right now that are going to be able to have a go at us. We've only got a 34% chance on this, so I think using that gun's probably a bad idea. So we're going to go for a quick double shot, wound that guy. Our turn now on the bar. This guy's just useless for us right now, which really sucks. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is pop him here. Possibly look at having him on Overwatch going around that corner, making everyone run towards us. At least that's the plan. Cheeky kill. And now we're going to melee this guy up here. Hopefully go get the bleed. We've got the bleed, so he's dead. Don't have to worry about him. And we're around the corner, so everyone's going to be coming to us, which is quite cool. We can kind of control this. There's still 4 people right now.
I'm done for.
There we go. Injured another one nicely. On Overwatch. Although I've just realised Overwatch isn't actually going to work unless I pop on Overwatch as well and make them come to me. I kind of wanted to go around there and get that kill. So that sucks. What is our range on an Overwatch right now? Okay, we'll try that.
Come on, you piece of shit! You're gonna fucking die!
Whoosh. See you later, dude. Nice. Okay, well, one of them worked.
Moving.
Let's go and just do a little bit of damage. It doesn't matter. 1v3 now. So, you know, everything's kind of going in our favour. I think we're kind of cushy. Oh, I was on the shotgun. I made a mistake. Mistakes do cost you big. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I think we've won this battle. But it's going to cost us a little bit more health than what we needed to. We made possibly 3 mistakes in that battle.
I'm gonna crack you in half.
And later on, those 3 mistakes can really add up. So, you know, it's something to think about and to learn from. We're still on a shotgun. Switch already. Now, I don't mind having a shotgun at the beginning of the game with this because it is kind of, you know, something that you can use really well to crowd control. But it isn't necessarily something that I would pick to do a lone wolf with.
It's done.
There we go, down to 2. And of course we did get our 3 kills. We could have called in the bodyguards once again. Just not something that I need. You know, I'd rather have that in stock ready if I do need it. Also means I don't have to charge the ability again. Let's finish him off then with the melee, and then it's 1v1.
Oh, damn it! I'm fucked.
And he had to reload. He moved and reloaded. The AI still isn't great, to be fair.
It's done.
Shame we didn't get the bleed. That would have finished him off there and then. Simple double tap or simple attack would win, but I want that melee kill. Got to chase those points down.
Oh shit!
There we go. So we got a grand from that. Not great. 7 notoriety. We got 2 weapons, so that's something. And what are we gonna do with this? We don't have the money to do a great deal, unfortunately. So I think we're going to turn it into a speakeasy. Speakeasies are kind of where the money's at, especially if we're not going to be rocking the loan sharks. Or at least not rocking the loan sharks early game. Okay, cool. So we even completed a little mission as well, which is pretty good.
Let's move.
I've got that 2 grand. That money definitely helps out. So let's go to the black market real quick, see if there's any meds. There are meds. I will be buying up any meds always. And of course, let's heal up Maxim as well. There we go. Now, I know that some people do get very annoyed at me kind of ambushing to heal. I always get it in the comments, so before you guys come at me, I do know that you can do it live. However, in the past, I've had it so that way when I am doing it live in a game with the game not paused, you know, I am attacked or a war starts or something can happen. At least when I do in ambush mode, the game is effectively paused. Meaning that it's easier for me to do what I need to be done without, you know, any real repercussions.
Gotcha.
There's another cop dead. Oops.
I live to fight another day.
Where are we now anyway? How many more kills do we actually need? Gotta be so close. 1 more kill. And then we're all golden. All golden. Let's go buy that racket up there. And then we've got our precinct completely in the bag. Everything's cleared up, which is nice. Don't have a huge amount of money, but money will come. Not something that I'm necessarily worried about. What are we going to make it? We don't have enough money for a brewery. Unfortunate. Let's have a casino just because we currently have 2 speakeasies, 2 breweries, and a brothel. And we don't have any casinos. So let's make one.
The house always wins.
Also, guys, something I like to do in every playthrough, you know, if you have a name that you would like me to name one of my rackets, pop it down in the comments. I'll be releasing these videos once a week, so I'll be able to hopefully, you know, have some of your guys' names or suggestions as my rackets, which could be quite funny. We kind of need to pick on somebody now. Maggie is bigger than I want her to be, which is problematic. I guess these guys have been going ham on the towns, and here we are just kind of like stuck in a little corner. So we either need to fight MAGGIE or we need to fight DION. DION's kind of a stretch, you know. You'd have to go all the way around the back. So I think possibly fighting MAGGIE could be the right answer here. But before we do so, I think we should possibly look at diplomacy. Now, are we friends with DION? We can get a favor from DION. Okay, alright DION, let's try this. So we're going to call in a favor from DION first. We're going to try and order hits, basically. See how many of these guys that he can actually take out. We're going to rinse and repeat this now. They can also kill every gangster in a game, which is something which is actually quite interesting. So, oh, hello, didn't want to do that. So that's GOLDIE, got a hit put on her too. Unfortunately, the bosses are all the way at the bottom. That's Rainer's got a hit on him. Unfortunately, nothing you can really do actually helps with this. 9 times out of 10, it comes down to what I found is whatever gangster they have hired. It seems to be the hired gangster that actually goes after the people. Capone's got a hit on him. Pop down here. We're going to do Frankie Donovan. Frankie Donovan's got a hit on him. And you guys can actually do this with every single boss that you happen to have a business arrangement with and favors opened up to. So keep that in mind. It is something you can rinse and repeat if you guys try the Lone Wolf. MAGGIE. We're going to do MABEL now. MABEL has a hit put on her. And Frank Reagan. I think one of the downfalls about playing the Lone Wolf is you don't get to do some of the missions that the gangsters actually have themselves. I think are hilarious. Okay, so now we're on after Mock next. Let's go find Mock, see where he is. Did we go past him? We haven't gone past him. There he is. Angelo's next. I wish there was just a hit all button. It would make it a lot easier, but I guess it's already pretty easy to kind of have this as an option. So, was it Angelo next? Angelo's next, with Daniel Jackson being the last guy. There he is, Daniel Jackson, the last guy. So every boss in the game has a hit currently out on him, which is pretty cool. Now I'm going to look at trading as well. Now what I want is as much swill as possible. So we're going to be looking to grab up all the SWAT. I think on average swill's worth like $2 to $3 a barrel. So it's not going to cost us too much. There we go, he's happy with that. Deal accepted. We're going to go to someone else as well. I'm literally going to be buying as much swill as I can possibly get. Oh, he doesn't like that offer. He does like that offer. I probably paid a little bit too much for that. MABEL has a little bit as well. You see now, they've done a pretty good job to patch out, I think, most of the exploits in the game. This isn't an exploit anymore.
I suppose.
But it used to be a very, very useful exploit, and it still is very useful as well. That's the disguising swill into whiskey. Whiskey is the most valuable thing in the game. The more whiskey you have, the more power you have. You can disguise all of your swill as whiskey, and the bosses will end up giving you, you know, a lot of good stuff for that kind of thing. Oh, it's gonna cost us. There we go, he's happy. We got a decent amount of swill then too. Goldie also has 100 and what was that, 40 barrels? 40 something barrels. 42. There you go, she's happy with that too. So we are now officially skint. But what I'm going to be looking at is someone that has decent gear. I haven't actually had a look to see what anybody actually has. Ooh, that is a pretty good submachine gun. I quite like that. Very good pistol. We are running pistols. We don't need body armor. We do need that kind of stuff though. So remember, Goldie has some gear on her. Nothing for Maggie. Not there either. What about Angelo? Angelo has nothing good either. Capone? What have you got, Capone? Capone has a Tommy gun. Are you surprised? I'm not. I'm not surprised at all. Okay, so Capone is somebody who I would probably like to trade with. Not bad, not... Oh, hello. He has a bar. I would like to level up my machine guns. That is such a strong thing to do. However, at the beginning of the game, when you start using it, it's so bad. Has anyone got a purple one? That's what I want to know. If anyone's got a purple machine gun, I will 100% start using that straight away. Doesn't look like they do. There's Frank. See what Stephanie has. Nothing good on her. And that's a cop shop. I think that may be it. Did we go through everyone? We didn't go through DION. I think we started at MAGGIE. Yeah. I think we've gone through everyone now. Oh, there we go. There's the purple bar. Now it's not amazing, but I think we'll go for that. That's going to be ours. We also need a pretty good pistol. Let's go for that. And then we want any meds that they have as well. Let's go for this swill. That's going to cost quite a bit. What is that? 15 grand? 15 grand? Let's see what we can actually get. We try 280. She's having none of it. She wants more. Let's try another 50. Oh, it's close. It's close. We'll round this up to 400. That's most of our... There we go. She's happy. She's happy. So there we go. We done ourselves a decent trade there. We managed to kit ourselves up, basically. We managed to get ourselves a purple bar, which is absolutely great, which we can start leveling up our machine gun and start getting those traits up and running. We also got ourselves a purple pistol, which is significantly better, which is pretty cool. So yeah, happy days. And we also got a little bit more meds as well. And that is how to cheese the game. And on that bombshell, guys, I'm going to end this episode right here. I'm probably going to do a few more trades and just try and get some more goods, maybe put out a few more hits. And then I will return in episode 3, where we will start our first war. Hopefully start expanding our precincts, and hopefully start taking over a neighborhood. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, haven't liked or commented, then do so now, because it helps the video, you know, reach a wider audience so much. But until next time, happy gaming.